If humanity expands into space right now, we carry our terrestrial flaws with us. We risk creating off-world oligarchies built on the exact same zero-sum competition that is currently exhausting Earth. Leaders champion a brave new Mars, but launching rockets into orbit does not solve artificial scarcity or systemic debt. It simply exports those problems to a new, much more hostile environment. This graphic illustrates a software patch for civilization. On the left, the obsolete scarcity mindset, a collapsing house of cards built on debt. On the right, the GENII network uses predictive algorithms to block exploitation. It prescribes a regenerative peace economy, prioritizing tangible abundance. Before we can successfully colonize the stars, we need to engineer a self-sustaining, equitable biosphere right here. We have to fix our own home. The architects designing this transition's blueprint are David Goldstein and Sarah Lee. They spent years building the GENII ecosystem to guide this massive shift. This diagram captures their core design philosophy, translating human wisdom, represented by the organic brain, into precision digital logistics and cold code. They built an algorithm constrained by empathy. Now, the foundational architecture is complete. In an unusual move for founders, David and Sarah are officially stepping down. They are handing over the operation to a new generation of leaders to run the global network. What actually happens when the creators of a new economic system walk away? Can their machine run without them? To find out, David and Sarah traveled to the delicious ecotourism resort in Portugal. But they didn't arrive as operators. They checked in entirely incognito, as standard guests, to quietly audit the system from the inside. Their first test is the perimeter. A leader named Philippa acts as the operational firewall. Her job is to secure the physical space so that newcomers experience zero friction or stress the moment they arrive. Mital Davidov serves as the fiscal firewall, managing the transmutation of value. She converts raw land into a secure, productive hub. This wealth anchors directly into the V.E.G.A.N Real Estate Investment Trust, shielding the land entirely from market volatility and speculative bubbles. Because Filipina and Mital maintain these robust physical and fiscal firewalls, tourists walking the grounds experience an environment entirely free of survival anxiety. Moving inside the resort, the architects observe the local culture. This diagram of the Algonquin algorithm maps how human empathy is formalized. A leader named Illumina guides the Terra Crystal Leadership Program, ensuring lived wisdom flows directly from its roots into the community. Local wisdom requires global protection. That falls to David B. Schwartz, an international human rights lawyer serving as the system's chief advocate. This map tracks the legal infrastructure Schwartz manages. He maintains an east-west moral corridor connecting Israel to the operation in Portugal. This guarantees that local abundance is built on a strict, guilt-free standard. Schwartz translates moral philosophy into an inflexible, legally enforced operational protocol. The algorithm physically cannot execute a command that violates human rights. Eventually, the undercover founders sit down for a meal. This is the ultimate test of the system, proving that digital theory can produce tangible calories. This schematic details the biological engineering behind that meal. Avia and Judy drive the Earth Pillar, managing a high-density, whole-food, plant-based harvesting system called Eco-Pishta. Their mist-phonic sky acres, vertical aeroponic towers, feed directly into the assembly line to manufacture Barnes Miracle Bars. The peace economy explicitly rejects legacy markets that rely on empty, speculative assets. It anchors its value in actual physical abundance, clean water, stable energy, and guaranteed nutrition. The Portuguese resort proves the model works beautifully on a boutique scale, but to change the global trajectory, the system requires massive industrial scaling. To handle this, they brought in Professor of Sustainable Design Deepu George to optimize the physical nodes and expand the architecture eastward. The operation in India serves as the heavy-lifting manufacturing hub, possessing the massive agricultural and community scale necessary to produce miracle bars by the millions. The new generation of leadership understands the assignment: synchronize localized, human-centric wellness in Europe with massive continental industrial output in Asia. This central diagram represents the entire machine running at full capacity. It's the V.E.G.A.N framework, a triple helix integrating the voice, earth, guardians, Algonquin, and network pillars. Invisible predictive algorithms, known as QIPA and QI-ON, seamlessly connect these independent leaders into a single, unbreakable organism. The audit is a success. The system works. The historical momentum pushing us towards scarcity and an off-world oligarchy has been preemptively reversed. Now, David and Sarah have settled into the sanctuary as guests. The audit is complete, and they have successfully handed the operation to the new generation. A successful architecture requires no intervention from its creators. Having walked away, David and Sarah are living inside the machine.